Good morning, friends! Welcome back to Kids Time. I'm so excited that we're here together again this morning. I'm Rebekah, the Children, Youth, and Family Director here at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Missoula. And right now, we're up front at St. Paul at the playground, but we're actually going to move a little bit closer to the Advent wreath because it's the third week of Advent, and there's something pretty special going on up there. So, let's go. Thanks for joining me up here at the Advent wreath. Well, now that we're here, what do you notice about the Advent wreath that's different than it was last week? Well, it is the third Sunday of Advent, and so maybe you guessed it, that we lit 1, 2, 3 candles, because it's the third week. But something's different about those candles that we lit this week. Do you notice? What's different? You're right. Well, we lit the same 2 blue candles as last week, and this week we lit a pink one, the one pink candle on our wreath. So maybe this week is something special. Can you guess? What might our pink candle on the wreath stand for? If you guessed Mary, you're right. The pink candle reminds us of Mary, Jesus' mother. It reminds us of Mary's joy at being told that she was going to be the mother of Jesus, and the joy that she had when the angel told her that this was really going to happen. So today we think about Mary and her joy. What makes you joyful? Maybe it's playing outside. Or maybe it's going sledding when we have snow. Or maybe it's playing with a friend that you don't get to see very often. Or maybe it's snuggling up with your parents and reading a book. Or maybe it's eating your favorite treat, like ice cream. There are lots of things that make us joyful. And Jesus brings us joy too. When Jesus came into the world, things were going to be different, and people were really excited for something different. And when Mary heard that she was going to give birth to Jesus, the Messiah, the Savior, she was pretty joyful about that. So, remember last week we started singing the song, Peace Like a River? Well, this week we're going to add a verse about joy. Do you remember what's the motion that goes with joy in that song, if you've heard it before? It's joy like a fountain. So we can imagine joy just kind of bubbling up in us and spurting out. We can't even keep it inside. So this week we'll sing 2 verses. We'll sing Peace Like a River and Joy, you can make like a smile, Joy Like a Fountain. All right, so if you remember the tune from last week, jump right in and sing with me. So we'll start with Peace Like a River and then do Joy Like a Fountain. So sing with me. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Thanks for singing along with me. I really like that song. Next week, we'll add one more verse, and that will be our fourth and last Sunday of Advent. But for this week, talk to your family about what brings you joy. And maybe you can even do that thing that brings you joy. And remember Mary, Jesus' mother, and the joy that she had for this new amazing thing that was going to happen through her. Well, thanks for joining me up here at the playground and at the Advent wreath. I think it's so special this season to have an Advent wreath and get to explore the different meanings of each week and each candle. So thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you back here next week for our fourth and last Sunday of Advent. Bye, friends. Have an amazing week.